Hey, Matt Morris at mattmorris.com. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I want to give you the 3 most dangerous words for your success. And before I give you what the exact words are, I'm going to tell you a little story. See, the other night, we actually gave a presentation. We had our, once a week, we do a big event here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We have all our leaders kind of come together and we do a big event. And so that night I spoke. I had another leader that spoke. And afterwards, we had him do a fast start training. Now, he's a really, really amazing speaker and just phenomenal, right? And so any opportunity for me to actually get some, nuggets of information that I can use to make myself or my business better, I'm all in, right? And so what we did the presentation, we wrapped up, we answered questions, we signed some people up, and then we had whoever wanted to stay for the training would stay. And, of course, we had some new people on the team who signed up. I said, hey, come with me, let's go into the training. And so I brought them in, we sat down, I'm there, I'm taking notes, I'm excited, I'm learning. And then I start looking around and none of the other full-time leaders are actually in the room. And, some of them are in my group, some of them are in other groups, and I just thought it was fascinating. It was like the whole room was new people. Now, this was a new member, fast start training, but I was the only other, full-time leader that I saw. There may have been others, but the only one that I saw, and I was sitting near the back, and I just got up for a second, and I looked outside, and I saw a bunch of the other full-time leaders out talking with each other and with some other people, not prospects, but other people that I knew were in the business. And then I just, kind of shook my head and I sat down. And here's what, is fascinating. Why, my organization makes up about 75% of our company. And, I was definitely the top income earner, at that event. And I'm there, I'm learning, I'm taking notes, I'm absorbing it and soaking it in. Why are the others not there? And it just revolves around a philosophy. And that's why I thought it was so important to talk about the 3 most dangerous words to your success. I don't care what level you're at. I don't care if you're making $10 million a year. I don't care if you're making $1,000 a month. It doesn't matter. These are the 3 most dangerous words that I know of. And it is this. It's I know that. I know that. See, chances are the other full-time leaders, they weren't in the training learning, the new member training, because they figure, I already know that. I've heard this information a bunch of times. I don't need to hear it again. Now, I have a different philosophy, and I believe it's a philosophy that leads to huge, huge success, and it just revolves around the Japanese art of Kaizen, the Japanese art of continuous and never-ending improvement. See, what I believe is true is you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotten. And see, when I joined the company that I'm involved in now I started about 3.5 years late. I didn't do anything for 3.5 years. I came in, and even though I had owned my own network marketing company and been the top #1 income earner in 2 other companies, throughout my career, I've been involved now for over 20 years, even though I had pretty substantial success in most people's minds, when I came in, I was the ultimate student. I came in with my, notepad, my journal, taking notes in every presentation, learning how the presentation, the one-liners that really, hit home, certain quotes that apply to our product or our business. I'm writing those down, I'm studying the notes, I'm memorizing the quotes, I'm memorizing the one-liners, and I was just an ultimate student, because what I believe is true is, like I talked about in one of my other videos recently, is why invent the average when you can copy genius? Now, I'd love to I don't think I have a whole lot of genius, I've been a really good copycat over the years, and because I can absorb all the information in, give it my own twist, and then regurgitate the information, that's the only thing that's really made me good. There's not a lot of brilliance there, it's just that I've, learned the system. And so what's ended up happening is, even though I started 3.5 years late, I've ended up creating, about 3/4 of the company as part of my organization. And listen, I have very little to do with that. It's way more to do with really amazing, powerful leaders in my organization. So I don't take any credit from that. But what I will take credit for is always staying in student mode. I'm always growing. And here's the way I look at it. you know, our business, this is a long-term game. We got a long time we're going to be on this planet. When it comes to the network marketing profession, this is something I never want to retire from. I plan on doing this for the next 50 years of my life. It's just something I'm super passionate about, and I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to get better. I want to live up to the highest potential that God has for me, and you know, this just does it. It gives me so much fulfillment. And the way I see it, it's kind of like we're all trees in a forest. You know, you got the network marketing profession, and we're all trees. And what happens is many people are gonna water their tree, and they'll get to a certain size. And you know, watering your tree, that's learning. It's attending events, it's reading books, it's applying yourself, it's getting out of your comfort zone. And so that's watering your tree. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people get to 100,000 a year and they stop watering the tree. They get to 500,000 a year, they stop watering the tree. They get to 1 million a year and they stop watering the tree. And see, here's my goal, and it's a goal that I want, have you make this goal. Pass me up. You know, there's nothing that would make me more excited than having my students pass me up. It's a huge blessing. I've had people in my organization, in you know, a few cases, they've made more money than I have. I love that, right? So here's my goal. I want you to make it your goal, is I want to continue to water myself. I will never stop watering myself. I'll never stop learning. I'll never stop growing, because whoever waters, whatever tree waters themselves the most ends up being the biggest tree in the forest. So go out, make yourself the biggest tree in the forest. Hopefully this added some value. I would love to hear your comments below. If you enjoyed this, if you didn't, hey, send me a comment below. I read every single one. If you're not already over at mattmorris.com, hop over there, put your name and email address in. I'll send you my 5-day free video training on how to go from amateur to professional in network marketing. You will absolutely love it. You can share that around as well. Thanks again for tuning in. Go make life an adventure.